in his name. Fear is a form of reverence. And then another key, another context clue in that scripture says, in the West, where are we now? We were in the Middle East, in the land of Israel. That was in the East, but now we're in the West. And the scripture says, so they shall fear the name of the Lord in the West. Go ahead.
And his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Can you get that word flood in the blue letter? And so can somebody get I think what it says, I think Isaiah 40, 21, I think. But you know, like you got the definition?
Yeah.
Okay, you can read that real fast.
Nahar, Hebrews or H5102. We got first definition: stream, river.
A stream, a river.
Right. Underground streams.
That's about it on that. Yeah. And you know, thing that streams and rivers are known for is their current. The ability of not being able to stop it. If you get caught in it, you'll get swept away. If you've ever been in a river, or if you've ever seen in a movie, somebody who gets caught in the current, they're gone and done. They drifted off. They get swept under. That's what's going to happen in the destruction that's coming. You're going to have the bullets flying, people getting beat, ultimately the missiles. You know, the Most High, it's like Yahushua is going to be out here with the elect. You know, what you think the elect going to be doing? You know?
Like in Immortals.
Yep.
When that dude, that so-called guy, hit the water.
Yeah.
And it made that big ass flood.
Yeah.
I mean,
look like a tsunami. You know, that's what's coming. What's not coming is getting a bitch at the fucking Passover party, going to the club and getting drunk and shit. You know, that's all folly. That's all worldly garbage. You know, this right here, the prophecies, the fulfillment of these scriptures is what's coming, and that's a very scary thing. You know, we're supposed to have the fear of the Most High, because with the things that He had His prophets write down in the scriptures, it's very scary and terrifying. That's right. Nobody wants to have to starve to death. Nobody wants to get burnt up. Nobody wants to get fucking stomped out or decapitated in a goddamn guillotine. But that's what's coming. So now, knowing this, what do you have to do? You know, you got to be a man about it. You got to come out here if you're an Israelite.
Hey, the scripture says, knowing the terrors of the Most High, we persuade men. And that's what we're called to do, to persuade men. And because we know the terrors of the Most High, in the scriptures, what is that? Give me just a second.
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 3:17.
There you go.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thy hand.
So that scripture's letting you know, if we don't come out here and warn people, it's going to be our fault, because now that we know. But then the person who's been warned, if he doesn't come out here and do the same, or if they don't acknowledge it's true, then they're going to be destroyed. You know, and the blood's going to be cleared off of our hand. Is there more on that?
Yeah. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
So basically, it's all his fault. It's his iniquity. You know, now that they've been warned, you know, if they don't give a fuck, okay, take your non-giving a fuck ass on, and then when the judgment comes, you're going to be obliterated, and there's not going to be an excuse for it. You going?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But thou hast delivered thy soul, talking about the person who's given the warning. So us coming out here, this might possibly be the delivering of our souls. This is us striving for our salvation. You know, coming out here and giving the warning, the prophecy might be what gets us delivered. You know, keep going.
Again, When a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die.
Now this is the flip side of that. The people who were right, who were coming out, you know, if they start going off, if they start set of stumbling blocks, they start bringing up false doctrine. If they got a problem with a fucking biker jacket, you know, if they want to start smoking weed, or they try to justify some shit like that.
Flat earthers now.
You said what?
Flat earthers now.
Yeah, they start believing in the flat earth. You know, that's the flip side of the wicked being punished. Now the righteous, the so-called righteous, which are really wicked, you know, like that is in Jude, they were with us but not of us. You know. Keep going.
Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered.
And his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered.
Yeah, so when you're a righteous man and you turn and you become wicked, it don't matter. It don't matter if you gave a brother $1 million, man. When you turn from righteousness and you begin to do wickedness, your righteousness isn't going to be remembered anymore. All of it is blotted out. It's like,
no, you good. No, an example that is in Kings and in Chronicles. There's a king, a Judite king. He had went, I think it was Amaziah. If somebody don't talk, somebody can get it.
Uzziah?
Yeah, he went and killed Edomites. He was like chucking them off the cliff, right? You know, he destroyed their false gods, destroyed their temples. Next thing you know, this dude run up in there. He gets some of their idols and started worshiping the gods of the Edomites that he just destroyed. It's not what the Most High had to do. The Most High had to destroy him. You know, he was doing all that righteousness. He was tossing them crackers off the cliff. Get your red ass here, watching their body explode and shit. Now, next thing you know, he in the back praying to some false Edomite deity. You know, that's a good example for that scripture. You know, that's a personification for it. You know, and we've seen that all the time. We got an example of that right down the block. Shit, man. You find that out? Okay.
Threw that out there.
Okay.
But his blood would I require at thy hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, he doth not sin, he shall surely live.
That's going, you know, that's going back to the original point when we came out here. You know that what it say about sin.
Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned.
If you warn the righteous man that he shall not sin, and he sin not, what is it? Last part.
Also, thou hast delivered thy soul.
Thou hast delivered thy soul. You know, that's the main reason why we come out here, to fish for the elect, try to and possibly be the elect ourselves, try to get them right. Oh yes.
Yeah. About, since you mentioned the fishing, I was thinking about fishing earlier. Fishers are really patient.
Yeah.
They sit there and wait till the fish come in. They're not fucking throwing bombs and shit to get the fish to come in. They're patient and they wait. And those fishers that, like, you may take your sons fishing and they might fucking be a rebellious kid. You're like, man, I ain't taking you fucking fishing no more, man. You can't fish with me no more.
You gotta keep their ass off the boat.
Yeah, you gotta keep them off the boat. Yeah. That's like what the apostle and elders do. They're teaching us how to fish for the elect. And the rebellious ones, man, you ain't come fishing with me no more.
For anybody who's gone fishing, you know that fishing's not a like when you get a hold of it, it's not an easy thing. You know, first waking up a brother might not be an easy thing. It's a little ass fish about this big. Fucking bending the pole like this and shit, like you about to break it off. You like, damn, you gotta reel it, turn it this way, turn it that way. And that's sometimes how you have to be when giving the truth out to people, or to somebody who you might think could be a part of the elect. Like that dude who first came up here. He was up here about, oh shit, I don't know how long it was, but you know, he knew a little bit. About 30 minutes, yeah, he knew a little bit. He knew a lot more than the average Jake out here. You know, we threw him out the line. He got the word now. He says, so he knows we're out here every Saturday. So if he comes back up here every Saturday, you know, that'll look good on his part. You know?
You might lose a fish sometimes too.
Yeah. And so, hey, sometimes you lose a fish. Sometimes you lose a fisherman that right next to you. Sometimes a fisherman get pulled overboard by the fish that he was trying to bring in, or get pulled overboard chasing some wayward doctrine.
So sometimes you catch a fish and it's not the fish you want, so you toss it back out there in the ocean.
Sometimes you catch a dead fish. You know, like you gotta toss it off or it rots everything because it's leaven, so you gotta toss it back before it rots the lump. Going back to that one scripture.
It's gonna stink. It's gonna stink up the boat.
You found it out?
No, I thought I did, but I'll find it through the Spirit.
Anybody had anything? What'd you have?
The one that you called for?
No, it's good.
This is 2 Chronicles 25 and 12. I'll start at 11. It says, And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people, and went to the valley of Salt, and smote the children of Seir 10,000. And other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive, and brought them unto the top of the rock, and cast them down from the top of the rock, that the valley that they all were broken in pieces. But the soldiers of the armies which Amaziah sent back, that they should not go with him to battle, fell upon the cities of Judah from Samaria even to Bethhoron, and smote 3,000 of them, and took much spoil. Now it came to pass, after Amaziah was come from the slaughter of the Edomites, that he brought the gods of the children of Seir, and set them up to be his gods, and bowed down himself before them, and burned incense unto them.
Now look at that. He just got done whooping Esau ass, murking him, throwing him here and there. And then now he went like back in Maccabees that we read about earlier, like that guy who went and stole a god and hid it and got killed. And they was wondering why. You know, he just went and killed all the Edomites, just took their god and started worshiping it. You know, that's retarded. That's mentally retarded. You know, you literally just got done destroying them for and their false gods, and you go worship it. And I think there was a prophet who scolded them for it and let them know this. You can keep going on it.
Wherefore the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Amaziah, and he sent unto him a prophet, which said unto him, Why hast thou sought after the gods of the people, which could not deliver their own people out of thine hand? And it came to pass, as he talked with him, that the king said unto him, Art thou made of the king's counsel? Forbear, why shouldest thou be smitten? Then the prophet forbare and said, I know that the Most High hath determined to destroy thee, because thou hast done this, and hast not hearkened unto my counsel. Then Amaziah, king of Judah, took advice, and sent to Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, the son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, Come let us see one another in the face.
So basically, you know, the prophet came up to him. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You just got done killing them, and now you're doing that same shit. And then the king, he told him to forbear.
Yeah, forbear.
Well, he was telling him to be quiet, wasn't he? Yeah, the king was trying to hush him up, showing that the prophets don't get any respect. You know, like it says in the scriptures, you know, that they kill us.
Oh Israel, thou that killest the prophets.
Yep.
You know?
Because they don't like to hear the truth. That these people could, they'll fucking stomp a mud hole in every last one of us. If they could, they don't want to hear the truth that we bring out. Cops mean mug us when they roll by.
Hey, the scriptures also says that they say prophesying to us smooth things. You know, don't prophesying to us truth, prophesying to us lies. And that goes back to the scripture the brother likes to bring out, which is 1 Kings 22 and 22, where you had the false prophets, and they wanted Micaiah or Micah to prophesy to them things that they were mad at him because he would always prophesy right, but the things that he prophesied would be grievous. A nigga, when he's going about doing his own thing, he don't want to hear the truth. He don't want to hear what's right. But he want to hear people tell him that what he's doing is right. You gotta be admonished of a nigga like that, man. Cause a guy like that will be so grievous then he'll try to kill you. He'll try to slay you.
You can get that scripture.
This is Romans chapter 6, verse 1. It says, what shall we say then?
But that's like, hang on, let me explain it for you. Sorry. Yeah, this is going back, you know, a little bit how we're supposed to not sin.
It says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? The Most High Yahweh forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized unto Yahweh Shamashiach were baptized into his death? Therefore we are buried with